Welcome to Mechanical Tutorial. I am going to teach you different techniques in SolidWorks for mechanical engineers. I am going to train you different modules like surface modeling, sheet metal and enclosure design, product design, plastic components design, reverse engineering and many more tips and tricks in SolidWorks. Hi, today I am going to explain about soundbar wall mount bracket. So here is the mounting bracket. So this is the soundbar. Here you can see the soundbar is placed below the TV screen, and the mounting bracket is used for mounting this soundbar. So I am going to show you. See here, this is the soundbar and this is the bracket. So I am going to show you how to create this bracket with a top-down approach. So let's start now. So initially we have to create simple one part file. So select the top plane, go to sketch, keep it in top plane. Select the midpoint, select the origin, make it coincide. Now give the dimension. So this is 130 by 40 rectangle. Go to sheet metal, select base flange, it's 2 mm and K factor is 0.45. See here, this flat face is exactly matching the right plane. So I have intentionally created, I'm going to explain why I have created this in the assembly. Now insert the created part. Place it somewhere here. Now I'm going to hide this. See, this face and this component right plane should meet at one location. See, it is exactly meeting. Now select this bottom face and this top face. Say okay. And select the front plane and component front plane. See here, it is exactly meeting the base of this soundbar. See, I have not selected this face while meeting condition. Instead of that, I have taken the right plane because I am going to add this flange. When I add this flange, the 90 degrees flange, then it will show an error. So to avoid such problem, instead of taking this flat face, I have selected the right plane for meeting condition. Now I am going to hide this And for developing the concept, we have to show this in transparent. So what we have to do is make this soundbar transparent and make it shaded. See here. So we can see the changes in the bracket, and we can notice how this is going to reflect on the soundbar. So we have to make like this. Now I am going to add one cutout on this flat sheet. Top face, go to sketch, keep it normal. Now I can hide the planes. Select this edge, convert entity, this edge, so I have converted all the 4 edges. Now take one line, now trim these edges. So for better understanding, I will show in horizontal direction. So this is 45 degrees. This is 145. This is 50. Now what we have to do is we have to mirror these entities. So we have to make one construction line. So go to mirror entities, select these 2 lines and select the center line. Don't go to power trim. Sometimes it doesn't close the loop, so it shows an error. So go to corner trim, select these 2 edges and this 2 edges. So this loop is closed. Now we have to give dimension to these 2 points. So this is 290. So these are the dimensions. Now we have to go to sheet metal extruded cut. So here it is going to cut the closed loop. So what we have to do is flip to cut. We have to select this and it removes the outside material. Say OK. So the loop is not closed completely. Keep it normal. See, there is an additional edge created here. So go to extruded cut. So we have to flip outside. So the material is removing outside. You can see the arrow. Say OK. So this is done. Here now I am going to create one more cutout, the inside one. So select the top face. Keep it in wireframe. So go to sketch and select one rectangle. So select this edge and this horizon, make it coincide. So this cutout is 130 by 50. Go to extruded cut. So in sheet metal we have to always link to thickness. That is mandatory. So this is done now. Now we have to apply break corner fillets. So for applying fillets we have to go to break corners. So go to sheet metal. So this is 30 mm. Say okay. So now we have to apply once again for inside cutout. This is 20. See these radiuses can be changed according to requirement. Sometimes we consider aesthetic, sometimes we consider manufacturability. So we can change the radius according to requirement. So this is done now. Now I am going to create this edge flange. Select these two edges. So the height is 30. So later stage I am going to change the offset. So I will explain in the assembly. See here. Now let's go to the assembly. See here, there is a slight interference. So you can see the interference over here. I will keep it in wireframe. See here, there is an interference with this body. So what we have to do is, we have to offset. So for that, what we have to do is, we have to go to part once again. Edit the edge flange. So offset I am keeping double the thickness. So that is 4 mm. Keep it in front view. See here, there is an offset. See here I have taken 4 mm offset because this 2 mm thickness is for clearance and 2 mm for interference. So that is the main intention for giving the offset. So now I am going to apply break corners to remove the sharp edges. So here I am going to take 10 mm. So these are for safety purpose to avoid the sharp edges. Say okay. Now I am going to create these slots. Here we can provide holes as well as slots. So here at this moment I am creating slots. So go to sketch, keep it in wireframe. So create a one slot sketch. See here I have created the dimensions of this slot. Now I am going to mirror this. So create a center line. Go to mirror entities. Here we can mirror these two slots the other direction also, but I am going to mirror the feature. So I am going to show that also. So after creating sketch, go to sheet metal module and create an extruded cut. Link to thickness, say okay. See here, these slots are created now. These slots are for placing the bracket on the wall with the screw fasteners. So now I am going to mirror these two slots with mirror feature. So select this, go to mirror feature and select the front plane. So the bracket is almost created. Now we have to place two holes for placing the soundbar. So I am going to show you that in assembly. See here, there is a provision for placing the screws. So this is the hole in the soundbar. So we have to create a hole feature on the bracket. So for that what we have to do is select the top face, go to sheet metal module, select a simple hole and say OK. Here we don't have to modify this hole. Go to assembly, so we can see the hole feature. Now we have to edit this feature. Go to sketch, edit sketch. Now keep it in wireframe. Delete this circle. Now select this circular edge, convert entity. Keep it normal. See here, it's very difficult to match the exact holes. So what we have to do is we have to convert into construction geometry. Now give some clearance. Like select this circle, give offset entity. I think 1 mm is sufficient. Similarly, the other direction also. Select this, offset 1 mm. Say OK. So this is like providing clearances. Come out of the edit mode and keep it in shaded form. See, these holes are created. Sometimes we feel that there will be a mismatch with this hole feature. So here we can create these slots also. We can create this slot feature. So I'm going to show you how to create that slot feature also. So I'm going to suppress this. Select this face. Go to sketch. Just simply place one slot. Sketch over here. Go to sheet metal and go to cut, extruded cut. Say OK. Now go to assembly. So we have to trace the hole location. So what we have to do is we have to go to edit mode in the extruded cut. Keep it in wireframe. Select this circular edge, convert entity, and select this once again and make it construction. Now keep it normal. So we got the hole location. Simply we have to select this point and this point, make it coincide. So here I have given 8 by 6. We can give any dimension according to requirement. Now we have to mirror this feature. So we have to make sure that this is exactly horizontal. So select this slot sketch, go to mirror entity, select center line, say OK. So this slot is created at these holes. So a slight mismatch also, it doesn't affect on the assembly. So that is the advantage of this slot. Now we can add one more feature to improve the strength, that is gusset. So I am going to create one gusset. Select gusset feature. Select these two faces. So it automatically selects the edge. So here I have taken 70 mm exactly at the center. and indent width is 5, thickness is 2, and depth is 5 mm. So we can modify according to requirement. So this is how it is going to create. Say okay. So the main advantage of the gusset is it will improve the strength with the same thickness. So we have to create other side also. So we have to mirror this feature. So select this feature, go to mirror, select the front plane. So it is create other direction. So finally the bracket is ready. Now let's go to assembly. So here what we have to see is we have to check for the interference of this gusset with the soundboard. So let's go to evaluate interference detection. See, there is no interference at all. So if you want to see visually, we have to select this edge and go to cross section. So there is no interference. It's not meeting the gusset feature. So that's how we create this kind of sheet metal components with top-down approach. Thank you.